Hello, my name is Sean Ennis, and welcome to Mixed and Mastered, the show that gives you an inside look into the minds responsible for creating the music for your favorite songs. Yes, the producers. Today I'm joined by a special guest. Can you say your name, where you're from, and how you got your start in music?
My name is Vangorian. I'm from Chisasibi, Quebec, northern Quebec of Canada, and I started producing music. I think over like 2 years or 3 years, somewhere around that.
And how did you get your start? What made you want to start making music and instrumentals?
Well, I got into music for like somewhere in 2012. I think I was like, I don't know, maybe like 11, 13 years old, probably. But now I'm 21 years old, and I was getting into some weird sounding sounds. And I wanted to make my own type of sound, something like that. And then I started producing my own types of tracks and started to learn on YouTube. And it's been like 2 years since I started producing, and that's how far I got.
And when you were 13 and you initially started making beats, what were you using to make your music?
What do I use my music to make?
When you first started?
I think the first DAW that I got was called Sony Acid Music Studio. It was kind of like a bad DAW that I got, and has no instrumental plugins or anything like that. I only had to use like loops and stuff and samples. So I couldn't like get a piano or drum pack or anything like that. So yeah, it was kind of bad DAW, and then I switched it to FL Studio, and that's what I mainly use right now.
And so, what was the difference in your music when you made that switch from the old DAW to FL Studio?
I don't see the difference much, but I could from the old DAW I couldn't make my own sounds the way I wanted to, and for like synthesizers and stuff like that. And so FL Studio, when you buy FL Studio, you get some few stock FL Studio stock plugins, and you get to make your own signature sounds with it. And start learning how to make your own signature sounds on YouTube, and that's pretty much it.
And can you talk about using YouTube tutorial videos to kind of further your craft?
I'm still learning how to use it, but I think I'm like somewhere advanced stuff, like, you know, how do you make a bass line or a lead or arpeggiator and stuff like that. And I used before I started learning advanced, I used some of the presets like some people who already made, and then I changed some sounds and stuff like that, and until it doesn't get recognized from some other people's sounds. And by the time I start tweaking some sounds, so I start to learn how to use synthesizers now.
What kind of music do you like to listen to?
Mostly EDM stuff, but I do like other kinds of music, like rock or hip hop and pop, R&B and stuff like that.
And who are some producers that have influenced you?
Come again?
Who are some producers who have influenced you? I
like all kinds of producers, like who at I've been getting a lot of inspiration from other producers, not just like electronic dance music producers, like hip hop producers, or I really like Hans Zimmer's production. You know how like as movie trailers and stuff like that, and some Deadmau5 or Timbaland and stuff, and they got me inspired while I was halfway getting into production.
And what kind of genres of music do you produce for?
I don't know, but it's hard to explain, because mostly in electronic worlds, electronic music, there's so many genres that you can produce. Like I produce like all kinds of EDMs, and I do like to produce hip hop as well, but mostly electronic music that I produce. And hip hop, like making beats and stuff, is pretty much easy, but in EDM it's more difficult that way. And I like to go hardcore productions and stuff, and I really like future bass, dubstep, or trap and stuff, and all kinds of EDM world actually.
And what are some of the challenges you face for producing EDM music?
Pretty much everything. When I dive into EDM world producing, I just went like, how do I make this sound? How do I do this? And all that stuff. And but by the time that I went on YouTube and stuff like that, and start to learn tutorials, and that's how I learned. But you just don't learn it right away. You just get it, but kind of like beginner to advanced stuff, and you face so many challenges up ahead, and I still face challenges along the way. So yeah.
And what's your process when you sit down to start working on a new piece of music? What's your process?
First off, I like to start when I started a beat from scratch. I usually start with the drums, like dance beat drums and like punchy kicks and snares and stuff like that. And then I go like bass and background elements and stuff, and takes a lot of work, because all the sounds that I make are just experimenting sounds, like if it's good or not. And I don't know how to explain this, but imagine like if you're in a science lab and you start doing experiments, and you're the scientist in the studio, and you start experimenting these sounds if they fit or not for this project. And if it doesn't fit, then you just take it, throw it in the garbage or something, and do another one. So it takes a lot of time and to get all that processing, tweaking sounds and changing and everything. So that's how it goes.
Yeah, I mean that's really well said. A mad scientist. I really look at producers as, I have so much respect for you guys, because you're really, you're taking absolutely nothing and you're creating really like a world.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, what do you enjoy the most about making music?
I don't know. I actually like all of them.
Is there a great deal of satisfaction when you finally get a piece of music just the way you want it, so that you feel like, okay, this is done, I like this is great?
Yeah. Sometimes when I feel like I finish a song and I just listen to it over and over for like 20 times to see if it's good or not. So if there's like just checking if there's any problems in the background, or if it's too muddy and stuff like that. So I have to like listen to it 20 times and to make sure if it's good or not. And you just gonna get, at the end of the day, you just getting tired of listening to it, and you feel like, okay, this is done, like for real. And if it's muddy, and I have to like fix that, take it away, the muddiness of the song, to make sure if it's the way that I want it, and to make sure everything is clean and sounds loud as we can.
Now, what do you mean by sounds muddy?
If there's like too much bass rumbling, like in the background, like a bass rumbling background, and that's what it's called muddiness in the mix.
What's the longest time you've ever spent working on one particular piece of music?
I have this song that I've been working on right now. It's called I can't tell what's it called, but it's been in production for like 4 months. So with a lot of layering and lots of effects and processing everything, and it took me like 4 months to make it. It was so pain to work on it, but it sounds good the way that I want it, and I think it's nearly done the way I want it. It's coming good right now.
Wow, man, what's that like working on something for 4 months?
It's so hard to work on something like that. You know, you have like you wake up in the morning and you have work to do, and you want to finish the song like right away, but you have like real life stuff to do, and then at the end of the day you start working on it, and you have to experiment all those sounds and changing everything. You know, and by the time I go back and listen to it, I just went like, oh, I don't like that sound, I'll get rid of it, and then changing it, replacing everything, and it takes a lot of time.
Now, talk to me about your song Skies.
Skies. Oh yeah. The song Skies. I was on a road trip with my family. I was on the road trip in the car, listening to my music. I had this. I finished the song Skies, but I didn't have a name for it. So I was like on the road trip with my family. So I look out the window and look at the sky. So it was so peaceful to listen to it, and that's where it came. So I was looking out in the window in the skies.
And do you have a genre that you feel this song fits into?
I think what you people say this, but I think it's just the genre that fits for it is called chill style. It's mostly like chilling music, you know, like a dancey, chilling music.
Now, what are your future plans?
My future plans, I'm thinking like if I'm going somewhere, and I'll probably look for new talent, like mostly new rappers or new singers, and bring out the talent to show the world like what I can do with these new talent, and what is the experience of making music, and I'll feature them in my music or do a collaboration with them. And right now I'm doing a collaboration with a friend of mine who's a rapper, a local rapper in my area, and his name is CJ Grizz. I don't know if you heard of him, but he's a really good rapper, and him and I are going to do a collaboration on one track that we're working on right now. And and it's gonna be amazing. And hopefully one day I'll go travel the world and looking for talent across Canada, maybe.
And what's the best way for artists to get in contact with you if they'd like to work with you?
They can contact me on Facebook, facebook.com/Vangorian music, and Instagram as well. Instagram, Vangorian_music, YouTube, SoundCloud, any of my social medias. So Twitter, everything.
And can you share where people can go to hear or purchase your music, as well as your social media links?
Come again?
Can you share where people can go to hear and purchase your music, as well as your social media links?
Yeah, my song Skies is on stream on Spotify, iTunes, and some stores like Amazon Music or Google Play and stuff like that. Some stores like that, and hopefully there's gonna be more songs in the future. And besides Skies, so Skies was it's the only song that I ever streamed. And more songs will be out soon. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know what's gonna happen in the future, and that's coming up on pretty soon. And it takes awful a lot of work to get all these tracks finished. And if people want to contact me, and maybe go to contact me on my Instagram, Vangorian, like I said, Instagram, Vangorian_music, Twitter, Facebook and stuff, SoundCloud, everything, man.
Is there anything else you'd like to promote or share?
There's gonna be an album of mine that is currently a work in progress, so it's gonna be out. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but it's still halfway done. So I don't know when it's gonna be done, but it's coming out pretty soon, I hope.
All right, I'd like to give a big thank you to my guests for joining me today here on Mixed and Mastered. As always, write your comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video.